Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic two-wheelers ever made, reimagined once again for a new generation. Yes, it's the 2025 Honda Super Cub. A name that's been a symbol of reliability and simplicity for decades. The Super Cub has returned this year with subtle but smart upgrades, keeping its classic charm intact while embracing the needs of modern riders. Whether you're a longtime fan of the Cub or someone who's just hearing about it for the first time, this review will break down everything you need to know. Let's start by taking a look at the design, because that's where the Super Cub's personality really shines. From the front, the 2025 model holds on to its unmistakable retro vibe. The circular LED headlamp is positioned neatly within the front cowl, giving it a scooter-like appearance but with a unique twist. That front cowl is subtly redesigned this year for slightly better aerodynamics and a sharper aesthetic, yet still clearly echoes the original look from the 60s. Honda's decision to keep the large fender and fork-mounted indicators maintains that old-school charm, while small tweaks like black towel trim around the headlight and updated LED DRLs bring it gently into 2025. As we move to the side profile, the silhouette is instantly recognizably upright, compact, and lean. It retains that signature step-through frame that makes the Super Cub so accessible to all riders. The 2025 version features revised side panels that now integrate more cleanly into the overall body. Honda also introduced a new color palette this year, including a stunning pearl nebula red and a subtle matte axis gray, each trimmed with refined accents to highlight its curves. The leg shield remains large and protective, a functional feature that also contributes to its vintage scooter meets motorcycle style. You'll also notice the exposed frame elements and the two-tone paint job that nods respectfully to its retro origins while still feeling fresh. Moving to the rear, the simplicity continues. The rear fender is slightly more angular than before, and it features a neatly integrated LED taillight that's more compact, yet bright and clear. The turn signals are spaced widely on stalks, a bit of an old-school touch, but they're modern LED units. The single seat remains a classic element, now with enhanced padding and a textured surface that improves both comfort and grip. It's worth noting that while it still comes as a single-seater by default, Honda offers an optional rear seat kit for those looking to carry a passenger, a nod to customer feedback in certain markets. Now, let's talk about the interior, or rather, the rider's cockpit. Sitting on the Super Cub feels a lot like stepping back in time, but with just enough modernity to make it comfortable. The analog speedometer is center-mounted in a circular dial, surrounded by a digital display for fuel, gear indicator, and odometer. It's clean, minimal, and very legible. The switchgear on the handlebars is tactile and solid, with buttons that are easy to operate even with gloves on. The grips themselves are slightly thicker than the outgoing model, and there's now an option for heated grips in select markets, a small luxury that makes a big difference in colder weather. The seat height sits at about 30.7 inches, making it accessible to riders of almost any height. The foot pegs are placed ergonomically, and the step-through design means mounting and dismounting is effortless. Honda has also refined the seat padding this year for better support on longer commutes, and that's a subtle but welcome improvement. When it comes to performance, the 2025 Honda Super Cub doesn't try to be something it's not, and that's its biggest strength. Under the hood, or rather under the frame, is a 124cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine, producing around 9.7 horsepower and 10.4 Nm of torque. This year's engine is now Euro 5 Plus compliant, making it cleaner and more efficient without sacrificing the smooth, dependable character it's known for. It uses a 4-speed semi-automatic transmission, so there's no clutch lever, just a gearshift pedal, ideal for new riders or city commuters who want the feel of manual shifting without the extra hassle. Acceleration is modest, as expected, but it's snappy enough for zipping through city traffic. Top speed hovers around 60 miles per hour, which is more than adequate for urban environments and short suburban trips. The throttle response is smooth, the engine is whisper quiet, and the fuel economy is phenomenal. We're talking nearly 160 miles per gallon in ideal conditions. That means you'll spend less time at the pump and more time just enjoying the ride. Suspension duties are handled by traditional telescopic forks up front and twin shock absorbers at the rear. They're tuned more for comfort than aggression, soaking up urban bumps and potholes well enough. Don't expect sporty cornering, but for what this bike is built for, a casual riding, commuting, and easy exploration, the setup is just right. Braking comes via front disc with ABS and a rear drum, offering adequate stopping power for its weight and speed. At around 240 pounds wet, it's light, nimble, and incredibly easy to maneuver, perfect for new riders, city dwellers, or anyone just looking for a relaxed, low-maintenance ride. Now let's talk pricing. The 2025 Honda Super Cub has an MSRP of around $3,899 in the US, and similar pricing in other global markets adjusted for local taxes. It sits in the same ballpark as the Honda Trail 125 and slightly above models like the Navi or Grom, but what you're really paying for is heritage, quality, and a unique aesthetic that no other bike really offers. And let's not forget that the Super Cub has one of the best resale values and long-term reliability records in the business. It's not just a bike for many, it's a future classic. So, is the 2025 Honda Super Cub worth it? If you're looking for a commuter with character, a beginner-friendly bike that doesn't compromise on style, or just want something fun and nostalgic for weekend rides, then absolutely yes. It's charming, efficient, beautifully built, and utterly unique in the market. It's not for those looking for speed or aggression, but for anyone who values simplicity, practicality, and timeless design. The Super Cub continues to be in a league of its own. That wraps up our detailed review of the 2025 Honda Super Cub. Let us know in the comments what you think of this latest iteration. Are you a longtime fan, or is this your first introduction to the Cub? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more reviews like this one, and hit the bell so you never miss a ride. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the road.